This video is about automating Lionel 1121 switches. These old switches preceded the non-derailing improvements of the 1950s. But if you have kids that want to run your train, or you have any loopbacks in your layout, you'd really like to have your switches non-derailing. There's an easy way and a hard way to automate them. The manual controller simply connects ground from the center terminal to either side of the solenoid. So an easy way is to isolate one ground rail of the track section entering the switch and connect it to the appropriate switch terminal. Then the train completes the ground circuit when it connects the isolated rail to the opposite side. Lift the tabs on the track and insulate the rail from the cross tie with cardboard or plastic. You can use wooden matchstick to isolate the ends or buy insulating pins. A more elaborate and permanent way is to isolate and use the switch rails. This is for aficionados only. It takes a while to do. Start by drilling out the grommets to remove the back. Lift the tabs holding the short tracks and pull them off. Insulate the tab slots. I used electrical tape, but there's probably a better way. Insulate the rail from the surface also. Now when you insert any insulation between the rail and the triangle, you'll push the rail tabs to the end of the slot and short it out. I used a Dremel to narrow the tabs and shorten the rail. I've insulated this end by wrapping the alignment tab on the triangle with electrical tape, but grinding down the top of the tab a bit and bending it in to hold an insulating pin works better. Solder a wire to the inside of each rail for connecting to the terminals. Drill access holes at the rails and at the terminals. Watch where that plastic cover fits. Reinstall the rails. I had to release the triangle's tabs to fit the pins in. Check for shorts. Dress the wires and attach to the appropriate terminal. While it's open, I disconnect the solenoid power from the track. I power my switches and decouplers from a separate transformer tap, so I can give these old timers a little extra push, and so I can throw the switches with the train stopped. Check it operates okay and then close up the back. 1/8 by 1/8 aluminum pop rivets work fine. I've also used panhead screws and lock nuts. Modifying the switching is time consuming, but it allowed me to preserve my vintage and still protect my trains. If you come up with better ways, I'd appreciate your comments. I have 2 more to do.